Hello everyone, welcome back to the video and we will continue with the respiratory system project. So up until now we have created the lungs and the bronchus. Next part on this modeling I am going to create the trachea. So as I have told you earlier, trachea are those vessels which are inside the lungs which supply the air. So it's not that difficult to make. All I'm going to do is I'm going to use this mesh along with the Bezier curve only to create the trachea. So let's see what I am going to do. Let's do one thing. If we look at the mesh right now, we can see that the poly count or the face count, it's like much on the larger side. The 1,19,000 faces we have on this model as of now. Okay, and higher the face count is, that the file becomes heavy. Computer processes, calculates all the face count and then make the changes. So I think from the beginning, if we try to keep our scene on the lighter side, then it will be good. So for the time being, what I can do is I can, on my bronchus, I can turn off the mirror and you can see that the face count has been reduced almost to the half. All right. Next thing what I can do is I can select the bronchus, the Bezier curve and the right side lung. These three meshes I am going to select and I am going to press / and again you can see that there is still a reduction in the face count. Okay. Now I am going to use these thing only to create the trachea, I mean along with the curve. So let's select, let's rename this bronchus and it has, let's call it bronchus curve. So I'm going to select these two and I'm going to press Shift D to duplicate, bring it over here, and we are going to select the mesh. What I'm going to do is select the curve on it, tab, and the top curve I'm going to control point, sorry, I'm going to simply press delete. Okay, so the mesh is going like this, and obviously the number of count is way too much, so we'll reduce it, let's say around 20. 20 is looking good, but its center has been shifted off. So what I can do is I can select my Bezier curve, press tab and select all the control points, and I'm going to move it like this to the control point. Perfect. Side is good, top is good. Now I'm going to use this and I'm going to create trachea from this. So I'm going to switch to the wireframe view and let's select both of them, bring it over here, and I'm going to scale it down a bit like this, bring it somewhat over here. Then I'm going to specifically going to select the Bezier curve and I'm going to change its direction. So I'm going to select this, make it like this. All right. So technique wise, there is nothing difficult. Only thing that we need to make n number of copies, so it will take a lot of time to model. And maybe what I can do here is that on this Bezier curve, I don't think so I need this control point over here, so I can simply press and delete this so that I can get a smooth curve over here like this, bring this to the center like this. All right. So I'm going to keep it like maybe the radius is way too. This is looking good for the time being. Select this, accept the lung, shift T to duplicate, bring it up over here. We can rotate also to change the direction. Okay. I mean, we need to work fast, so whichever way you find, you can choose to work, and we are going to keep it as it is. No need to worry if it looks like that. And we can select the curve over here, and a good rule of thumb is that what you can do is you can keep the length of the Bezier curve a bit longer compared to the mesh, so that it is easy for us to select it, because we can see that the mesh is really dense over here, and if we'll try to select it, we are going to select mesh first. So it's better to keep it a bit out from the mesh so that we can easily select it, and then we can move the control point to change its shape. Like this. Like this. All right, again I'm going to select one pair of the curve and mesh, shift T to duplicate, bring it out like this. And you need to be careful of that the face count is getting increased. So at the end we are also going to see how to tackle with that, but it depends. If we try to keep the face count lower from the beginning itself, because it really depends on your machine, your computer. Okay, if the configuration is not decent enough, then you might face a lot of lag. So to avoid it, we are working like this, and we are going to scale it down. We can rotate this if we want to change the direction or whatever, and let's bring one over here like this, shift T, one like this, and then we can select the curve and we can change its position, yeah, like that. Select this up, select first control point, duplicate these two, I can rotate this, and maybe I can place these two over here like this. This one is going out, so maybe I can place like this. duplicate. So now, I mean, it really depends on your design sense. How do you want to, design this trachea part? So just going to add some trachea to these two branches, and then I'm going to stop, because again, see, we are going to make our mesh very much heavy. So I mean, you can take more time and you can really make that trachea more detailed. Okay, so the process is really same. Okay, it's just that it's very much time taking, and we need to I don't want to make this video of that much length. Okay, we need to focus on other things as well. So let's finish this up quickly and move on to the next things. Rotate 180-degree on this direction, and this one I'm going to place like this. Okay, duplicate and one over here, rotate like this. Then what I can do is I can select these two except for the lung. Not right now. First I'm going to change their shapes. So into the edit mode, so that they don't look identical or symmetrical. Edit mode. All right. Edit mode. All right. I think it's okay. Not bad though. I mean, it really depends on how much time you are spending and how much detail you are looking for. So as for the learning part, I think this much is good. So this I'm going to place here, rotate it a bit to match the angle. This all right. So let's change shape for these ones as well, so that again you can break the pattern. All right, so I think that's about it. And if we zoom out, then really we can find it. Okay, it is looking a bit detailed. So I think this is good for the trickier part. Of course, you can make more mesh, but we can also see that the face count is getting increased. When we started, it was around at 1,20,000, while all the things were visible, even the mirror part. So obviously, this value is going to be doubled up when we are going to exit the forward slash. And if I turn on the mirror on this, so if I turn on the mirror, see the value is going to be doubled up. Okay. Oh, so the trachea, I have made a separate one. So what I need to do is I'm going to select all these except for the lung. And 1 second, all this except for the lung. Perfect. We'll go here. And once, let's say, once we are done with the modeling part, then really there is no need of keeping the mesh and curve all together. See, after all the things are done, when there is no need to do the changes, then we can collapse them and make them into the one. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep one of the set, duplicate, bring it over here. Okay, and for these remaining ones I need to apply the modifiers. I need to complete it. So onto this I'm going to remove the mirror modifier as of now. We'll apply it later. And let's apply the modifiers, and we can get rid of the curve. So this we need to do on all the ones. Apply, apply, all right, so we have applied modifiers on all of these meshes, and I think there is really no need of these Bezier curves. So what we can do here is that I'm going to just keep this Bezier curve, this one. So this is curve 18. So we'll call it mesh curve, just to give a really different name. All right, and this we are going to call as, what's its name? It's Bronchus. So let's call it mesh. All right. Now remaining of the curves I'm going to select from here till here. All right. So these ones are the unwanted ones. We can simply delete it. Perfect. And after that, we all know that we are going to, if we want to make all these meshes into one, we can select and we can choose the option join. object, join, and this has become a singular mesh. See, and what we can do here is we need to bring its gizmo at the top, at the center. So we'll go to the edit mode, press A to select all, and we are going to bring the mesh. You can see how it is lagging. All right, that's because the face count is getting increased, and it is going to be doubled up once we are going to apply the mirror modifier. But as of now, we are going to keep it like this. All right, so 0, perfect. And if we check the gizmo from the top view, I think it's okay. From front, all right. From this side, perfect. So this is done, and this is our mesh. So I'm going to press forward slash, go back to this position, and from here I just really need to bring it upwards like this. Now after this, like this, and after this I'm going to apply mirror modifier. All right, so when we'll apply the mirror modifier, we can see the branch on other side, and that's how we can keep the bronchus with trachea. All right, so we have completed bronchus along with trachea, but as I have told you several times earlier also that the face count is getting increased. All right, the face count is increasing a lot because we have made so many branches with a very heavy mesh. If we zoom in, so you can see that the mesh is very much dense, and with mirror it has doubled the value. All right, so you can see that it has reached to around 7,50,000 faces, which is way too much, and of course it might give a bit lag to your file. So to avoid that, what we can do, that we can select a particular object, and onto that we can apply a modifier by which we can reduce the face count while keeping the shape intact. For which I am going to go here and we are going to look for this modifier called decimate. So what decimate does is it reduces the face count, okay, and it keeps the shape intact. But the catch is that it distorts the topology. All right, so the way these edges and vertices are, structurally arranged in the mesh, so this will definitely get distorted. But it depends, all right, on the kind of model you are making, and until unless, I mean, you are going to do some sort of rigging animation where you need to, rig the mesh itself. Till then, I think we can manage with the decimate modifier, I mean the distorted topology. So let's apply some changes with the decimate and let's see what result it gives, and after that we'll talk about. So ratio by default is set at 1. I'm not going to make anything change over here. I'm going to keep it at default collapse, and ratio I'm going to keep at 1. If I reduce it to, let's say, 0.5, will this make any change? So it is taking its time to process, so we need to wait for a while. And with that, you can see that the poly count has been reduced, the face count has been reduced for 7,50,000 to around 4,40,000. All right, and here, I mean, not much of the difference is visible, but it has made some changes. Again, if I reduce it to, let's say, around 0.1, so what it does, we need to wait. All right, so now, I mean, the result is visible to us. Now, if I zoom in, the mesh is a bit on lighter side and face count has reduced all the way to 1,29,000 from 7,50,000. So you can see the advantage of having decimate modifier, and with that the file is also become a bit lighter and we can work easily. If I switch to solid view, so we can check the shape. So till now the shape is looking almost the way we have made it, so there is no need to worry. If I zoom out a bit, I mean we hardly can identify any difference over here. Alright, so I'm going to keep it like this. Of course, there are some other things we need to keep in mind to add details, but as of now, we can keep the modifier as it is. We will keep our file on the lighter side, we'll work on it, and at the end, we'll see if it is required or not, and then we can apply or we can remove it. If you want, you can do the same on the lungs as well, although there is no need. But in any case, if your computer configuration is not very good and if your computer is showing lag, then maybe you can apply decimate here as well, and I'm going to keep the value 0.1. So you can see that how it is distorting the topology. But again, for the timing, just to keep the scene light, I am applying the modifier. Maybe alright, I think it is distorting the shape a bit, but no need to worry. We can definitely remove this later once we have made all the changes. So let's go here, and on this lung also I'm going to apply decimate, and I'm going to keep the same value 0.05. And now the face count is at 1,21,000. So most of the mesh count is here only. So by this also we can work. Okay, if I look at, I mean there's not a tiny bit of difference I can identify, so I think 0.1 would be good. Alright, so for the timing, just to keep our scene light, I am going to keep the decimate modifier on all the elements like this only, and we can continue our work. So this is how we are going to create the bronchus and trachea. I hope you have liked it. Thank you so much for watching.